Okay, so I'll probably usually go like, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is welcome to our P5 Leadership Workshop. Okay, so my name is Ash. How are you feeling this morning? Blah blah. Just a little bit of chatter. And then afterwards, okay. So first and foremost, this is a leadership workshop. So before we even talk about leadership, maybe we'll get somebody to share what is leadership, and you get them to just ask them a little bit.
Okay.
The first part is just a very brief intro to just get them in the right context lah. Okay, so I'll give you a few definitions. This one, some of that it might sound quite complicated, but you can simplify it for them because they're only primary school. So Peter Drucker, he says this leader is somebody who has followers. So that means if you have somebody who follow you, you are a leader. True or not?
True.
Okay. Then you ask the kids whether they agree or disagree. Okay, this Warren Bennis, I'll just include who they are. I think this one is the pastor or something. He says leadership is the ability to make dreams into reality. So a lot of people have dreams, but we always just dream about it. And he says the difference is leaders can make dreams into reality. Is that true or false? Then you get them to discuss again. Then you can tie it to the previous one. So just now that one was if you can have followers, then you are a leader. But then what if you have followers but then you basically don't achieve your team doesn't achieve anything? Are you still a leader? And I mean they can discuss and say yeah it is. Actually the key catch here is like, oh yeah, you have followers but then if your followers follow you and then nothing happens, whenever you do project you always fail, then after a while nobody want to follow you, right?
Yeah.
So while you have followers you are a leader, but then how long are your followers going to follow you? That's a friendly discussion. So Bill Gates says as we look into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. So Bill Gates goes on to say, hey, leaders are not only people who have followers. Leaders are not only those who transform dreams into reality. Leaders are also those who help others manage and be able to do things by themselves. So these guys can later also become leaders. So is that true or false? Then actually you can say this is actually a higher level of leadership. So you have people who can lead people, then you have people who can lead people who can lead other people. So that's how big organizations spring up, right? Okay, so this John Maxwell, he says leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. So he believes leadership is the ability to influence people. So as long as you have influence, people will naturally follow you. If you have influence, you can organize people to make dreams into reality. And so you can agree or disagree. So ask the kids to discuss again.
Okay.
Actually, this one should be less than the other one. Maybe I transfer this one to in front. Okay, so actually then our definition, we will take the Forbes magazine one. Forbes magazine, if they ask, is actually a business magazine. So leadership is a process of social influence. So as a leader, the person must influence his team members. He helps the team members maximize their effort and skills, and then they will work towards achieving the goal. So it actually captures everything. So it's just a short discussion. Okay, so then the question is, now you know what is leadership. So why be a leader? So okay, so without leaders, a lot of projects they don't know what's going on, what to do next, right? So sometimes problem is there is nobody to tell them what to do. Sometimes there is too many people to tell people what to do. Either ways they get confused and jump over the cliff. Okay, so it's just leaders make sure things happen. So in a group, if nobody is keeping tab of progress and all that, maybe things will drag on. So leaders make sure things happen. And as a leader, you also get to learn skills like communication, management, planning, and all this basically makes you a more valuable individual. Okay, so what happens if you are a more valuable individual? Oh, actually I forgot. Usually in the beginning of the day, I would usually divide the teams into groups lah. So I think each class can form into about 4 groups.
So 10 per group.
About I think they might have 30 to 40 students. So about 10 a group. So when they answer question, I like to give the group 1 point. Then at the end of the day, we will prep prizes for you all. So usually
there will be prizes for them.
Yeah. So we like to then you just give out the prize to the highest scoring team. So it will encourage them to speak up. So if you think you want to give them points for effort, also can. Okay, so once you level up, right? So you can so what happens when you level up? You get a kids say, then the kids will always say, oh, we can do more things. We are more employable. Next time you want to apply for scholarship, also. Okay, so today's leadership program, we are going to focus on innovation and creativity as leaders. Okay, so the tool we're going to teach you all today is called Scamper. Okay, Scamper is, okay, so I can stop.